It is election day in 37 states in some variety of level. And I cannot express to you how important it is to go vote. People have died for this right, folks. It's not just you, too. Drag 15, 20, 30 people with you. Polls are open for like another few hours, depending on what state you're in. I'd rather you start calling your friends and getting them to the polls than watch this show, honestly. There are both positions and issues on these ballots, and we're going to get to all those in a minute, but this is game day. All the campaigning, all the bazillion yard signs cluttering up every inch of public property, the door knocking, the op-eds, the rallies, the money spent. Today is the day. We've basically been force-fed polls for the last few months on this candidate or that issue, but the only poll that matters is today. I cannot tell you how frustrating it is when I'm at dinner with friends, Republican friends, that complain about this or that. They didn't like Joe Biden. Yeah, neither do I, but I voted and they didn't. Just shut up if you don't vote. You don't get to complain because you had a chance to make a difference. Every vote counts, and you didn't go to the polls. It's frustrating. It hurts my soul. The 2020 elections drew a higher turnout than anything we've ever seen in decades. But you know what percentage voted? According to a Pew Research Center tabulation of official state returns, it was only 62.8% of eligible voters. That means that more than 37% of Americans who could vote did not. There's really interesting numbers to consider here, though. In an ABC poll, more than 75% of U.S. residents of eligible voters say they feel the country is headed in the wrong direction. Weird. I wonder if we're going to see 75% of each state and local election turn out to vote Republican in today's elections or even next year. What's even crazier is that all the evidence shows that everything the Democrats are doing is failing. I mean, just look around you. I mean, all of it is failing on such a biblical level. I am talking Old Testament catastrophe here. They have now started to just come out and lie about it because they got nothing else. I mean, look, most politicians are pretty dishonest. We all know that. But this is some next level stuff. Somehow they will both blame Republicans and say their plan is working at the same time. I take the border, for example.
The border is closed. The border is secure.
Our current situation is the outcome of Congress leaving a broken, outdated immigration system in place for over 2 decades, despite unanimous agreement that we desperately need legislative reform.
The same guy said two entirely different things, literally like a week or two apart. The two are mutually exclusive. Do they think we're not paying attention? Republicans have a plan. We had one. These are the numbers. It was under Trump versus Biden. It was working under Trump. Alejandro, you and your overly educated liberals messed it all up. And when these guys get called on it, they just lie some more. I mean, pick another issue. Lockdowns. It was Republican-led Florida that led the nation in opening up. And by the way, the Democrats flocked to vacation there also, which I find hilarious. But now, big left tyrants in California, Michigan, New York, they strangled their economy. I was kicked out of restaurants here in Manhattan for not having a Vax card. And now you have the same Democrats saying, oh, we never did that. We never forced you to get vaxxed. Yes, you did. You tried to have everyone fired who didn't go along with your garbage. This tyranny is on the ballot. You need to vote like your life depends on it, because it might depend on it based on the crazy policies the left is imposing on a variety of issues. Seriously. Democrats are realizing this. And even their own voters are like, hey, wait a minute here. That's why you have these nut jobs like these people, these guys right here that are going up to peaceful Republican poll workers this morning.
Might as well have been walking up to my head on the way to the polling station, putting a gun to my head, trying to tell me not to vote. You try to overthrow elections with violence, and then you're out here among decent people. You try to steal my vote next year, I'm going to remember you personally.
Thank you.
Try not to be buddy-buddy with these people because they put on the face of a good neighbor, but they support lynch mobs and KKK, or they're Bible-beating bigots and freaks.
You Republican MAGA are scum. You're scum, buddy.
More from the party of tolerance, I guess. Look, they have no policies. Their policy is, look at how bad the other party is because we say so. There's no Republicans supporting lynch mob. This guy is insane. They're unhinged. They're doing this because their policies always fail. Of the top 10 worst cities in America, 8 are Democrat. 1 Republican, and that's in Mississippi, but one is independent also, I guess. But most of those Democratic cities have been run by Democrats exclusively since before I was alive, and they still blame Republicans. Look, elections have consequences. It's no longer just good enough for you to go vote. You got to bring at least 10 friends with you. I don't know. I don't think these off-year elections, should be taken for granted. If you don't think they matter, let me tell you why they do. All elections are local. Those are the people who decide your taxes, your kids' schools, a variety of other issues. It all starts local. I know it's an off year, but you need to get involved, folks. And when you see polls that Republicans are like way ahead in this or that, it's not a chance for you to stay home. Even if you're behind. I mean, Lee Zeldin would have won if all the Republicans had gone out and voted in New York, but they didn't. It's a chance for us to double down, grab your friends, send a message so clear that another Democrat will not be elected for the rest of our lifetimes. And for you Democrats out there watching, I know you do. I get your hatred on social media. On your way to the polls, fill up your car. Go grocery shopping. Pay your electrical bill. Look at your 401k. And then decide if you really want to keep marching into the flames of stupid.